Now, another great feature of Cloud Directory is that you can get your Cloud Directory instance installed and configured and running, and have it connected to your eGenera PAN system running PAN 7.3. And then what you can do is you can build out your VMware environment that can be used by Cloud Director. So what you can do is once you've installed Cloud Director on your PANOps servers, instead of just building normal P server profiles as we do within Cloud Director that we showed you earlier, where we built out some physical database servers connected to virtual machines, what we can do is we can build out the whole VMware environment. So let's say that this P server is going to be our virtual center server, and then we're going to have two ESX hosts as well. We simply drag these into place. Now the way that Cloud Director works is that it will generate a kickstart file or a configuration file for these two ESX hosts. So it's kind of like auto deploy. It will allow these servers to boot up, auto configure, set their IP addresses, set the root password, and have them up and running. So what we can do very quickly is we can build out the environment. So here, what I can do is assign a blade to each of these hosts, my ESX hosts, for example, and to my virtual center host as well. And then if we obviously will need to protect these. So what you can do within Cloud Director as well is we can create a thing called failover groups or pools. So I'll create a failover pool, and we can give it a name. We can assign which blades we want within this pool. In this case, I'll use pblade 8. So click blade 8 and click save. And now I've got this pool. And what I can do with this pool is I can assign this to each of my ESX hosts. And of course my virtual center server as well. So if virtual center has a hardware failure, it'll be running on pblade 5. If pblade 5 fails, it will use blade 8, which is in the local failover pool, as will my two ESX hosts. So they're all connected to the SAN. All I need to do now is basically connect to my appropriate vSwitches, my physical switches. So we have this vSwitch here called CD public. If we look at this, we can hover the mouse over it. It gives me details. So as you can see, this has got 10 VLANs associated, 11 VLANs associated with it. So these are my VLANs that I use for my virtual machines. These are my VM networks. So I simply attach my ESX hosts to this switch. Then obviously we need my virtual center and ESX host to talk to each other, and so we can do things like vMotion and monitoring for clustering. So what I'll do is I'll just use a simple switch for this. Or you could even build out the environment and have it not used by Cloud Director. This could be used by some sort of third party that wants their own VMware environment. You could build it out this way. And all I need to do now is put in the details for each server. So I'll call this guy ESX1. I'll call this one ESX2. So boot device. And I'll call this guy vCenter. Obviously we need to assign an LPAN, so I'll click on the ID card. And we set a range of worldwide names to be used. Excuse me. So now I can build this environment out. All I would need to do is click Save and Build. I won't do it in this case, but it gives you an idea of what you can do. So now within Cloud Director, what I can do is I can go to my portal. If I build this environment out, and I go to my physical assets, data center lists, and basically what I would do is click New here, and I put the name of my, this is a VMware environment. I put the name of the environment, the hyperlink to the web services API for Virtual Center, the user and password I created, and save the configuration. And then Cloud Director will be able to manage this environment that I've created. So it makes it very easy. All I really need to do is assign an IP address to this virtual center, install the vCenter media, and that's quite easy as well. I can move along here. So I can start by loading the Windows 2008 R2 install media onto the virtual CD. Once the installation is complete, I would then just change that and put in my vCenter 5.0 install CD, and then use that. And as you can see, when I make changes, it updates the base configuration. So very powerful stuff, and one of the unique features of Cloud Director. I hope this has been useful. Thanks for watching.